John, do we have success? We're on. Okay. Well, we want to say hello to all our friends out on the World Wide Web this morning who are tuning in. Broadcasting live from Unity of Savannah as we do every Sunday morning. Wherever you may be in the universe, we hope you'll sing this song of affirmation along with us. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. There you have it. I have my little notes everywhere. People get pick on me because I do the same things a lot, and if it's not written down, it doesn't come up in the hard drive. So it just doesn't. So in any case, welcome to Unity of Savannah. Every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock, we live stream for you, and we're grateful that you're joining in with us this morning. Reverend Dale Worley is away this morning, and we have one of our members, and you're on the board, and Miss Tammy Stokes is here with a message for us today, so we're excited about that. And Unity of Savannah is a center for spiritual awakening, where we recognize God as life, love, and the ground of all being, and we celebrate God by living fully, loving lavishly, and being all that we can be. Now, John, I do not have, wait, maybe I do. I do not have I do have them, John. I'm sorry. I'm driving John crazy all this morning. I'm sorry. I do have them. I think I have them. Sorry, John. Our vision statement here at Unity of Savannah is we connect through the energy of joy and oneness. We connect through the energy of joy and oneness. Our mission here at Unity of Savannah is we embrace a positive, loving, and uplifting approach to spirituality. And our purpose, we are an inclusive spiritual community. And at this time in the service, you're supposed to be off. appears as if I don't have it together this morning. It's just an illusion. I got all this together. I'm going to invite Tammy to come up and read the daily word, and we'll light the Christ candle this morning for imagination.
Imagination. I imagine limitless possibilities. In my childhood, my imagination helped me see fascinating shapes and wondrous creatures in cloud formations. Picking up a twig, I might have pretended I held a wand that could give me magical powers. An ordinary packing box could become a vessel to sail on or under the seas, an aircraft to fly higher than mountains, or even a spaceship I could fly to explore the stars. Much more than whimsy, imagination is a potent spiritual tool. I use my imagination with intention to give shape to my dreams and goals. Although my childhood may be a memory, I am grateful that I can still use my imagination to create the life of my dreams as I envision possibilities beyond the reality I know and the world I see.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. So we will invite you now to move with us into a time of meditation. People often are very intimidated by the word or the idea meditation, the first thing that comes up is, I can't meditate. My brain goes too fast. I can't relax and things like that. And so we want you to know that you can, in fact, meditate. It's really not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. It's just making a decision, simply making a decision to take a moment, take a few moments, and rest. And we leave whatever is troubling us, or whatever is bothering us, or whatever we're looking forward to, or whatever we're supposed to do today, or what we need to remember to do before we go to work tomorrow. We just leave all those things aside for just a few minutes, knowing they'll all still be there when we're done with our rest. Those things don't go anywhere. They'll all still be there. What works for me quite often when I sit down to meditate, and a worry or a resentment will perhaps arise in my mind, what I do personally is I just have a little talk with myself. And I just say, Kyle, that is not what we're doing right now. We're going to handle that later today or tomorrow when that time comes. But right now, this time is for doing nothing, just for stopping, resting, clearing. So take a deep breath on your own. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Maybe sit in a upright posture, but make sure you're relaxed. And that's another thing about meditation. People think they can't sit right. They can't twist up like a pretzel right, and that's just it's not necessary. Actually, when you meditate, the most important thing is that you are relaxed. Your body's relaxed. We don't want your leg to fall asleep or anything like that. So you want to be relaxed. See, body breathes on its own, heart beats on its own. The blood circulates through your body on its own. Nothing is really required of you in order to just be. Just be. Feel the tension, whatever tension that you may feel. We'll scan the body a little bit. We'll imagine the heart. Maybe you can feel your heart beating in your chest. Just relax. Just let it go. Down into your stomach and down into your waist and your legs. I know I hold a lot of tension in my legs, behind my knees. So we want to release all that. All the tension in the calves and the ankles and the feet, just release. The chest and the shoulder area, just drop it, just let it drop, just relax. The elbows and the forearms and the hands, just release. In my own personal one place I really hold a lot of stress is around my eyes. Some people clench their teeth. I have a lot of strain around my eyes, around my forehead. It's like I clench it up like a fist. So we're going to just release that. Just release that. And as we release tension, you know, that energy floats away from us. I see water, still water, and maybe as we release this energy, it looks kind of like a pebble hitting the water and causing those water rings to go out in a circle. Slowly move out. But then the water is still again. The disciple asked the Buddha, "What shall we do with this water? We can't drink it. It's muddy. What shall we do?" And the Buddha said, "We'll just sit here and wait until the dirt settles on the bottom and the water is clear again." So as we sit today, just allow that tension. Whatever tension or worry or resentment or anything that is going on, just let it go away from you for this time. And we'll sit doing nothing, being nothing. Just being like still, calm water for a few minutes in the silence. What was yesterday may not be today. Spirit expressing in a different way, and everything changes. And people come and go. Didn't see that in the cards, but it's on with the show, and you will cry out your tears. You will laugh out your fears. You will hold on tight, but you know, let go. Everything in the universe is moving ahead. Sometimes I feel so lost. Sometimes I feel led. Sometimes it seems so slow that when it comes too fast. Once again, it's time to grow. Once again, at last, and you will cry out your fears. You will laugh out your tears. You will hold on tight, but you'll know, let go. Let go. In this moment, everything's okay. All I need just for today, so I'll say thank you, and I won't ask. I will remember this too shall pass, and I will cry out my tears. I will laugh out my fears. I will hold on tight, and I'll know, let go. You will cry out your tears. You will laugh out your fears. You will hold on tight, but you'll know, let go. Let go. Let go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you one of our members, a member of our board of directors, and a longtime member, Miss Tammy Stokes, our beloved Tammy.
Thank you, Kyle. Good morning. And Kyle, you know you get me every time when you sing that song. That's one of my favorites, and it makes me reach for a tissue every time. So it's good to be here. Thank you, Reverend Dale, for giving me the opportunity to speak here this morning at Unity of Savannah. So leading up to Easter, there's always much talk about enlightenment. So the focus of my talk today is based on that old Zen saying, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. I first came across that saying when I was in my 30s, and like most people, I read the words, but probably didn't have a full appreciation to the meaning. I'm sure I even said the words because they sound pretty cool. So many of us get caught up on getting the result we want, the outcome we want. We want to achieve that goal. We want certain things because we believe that that's what makes life worthwhile. So if we work hard enough, if we're smart enough, if we're rich enough, or if we're pretty enough, or if we can just get over that hill, or if we can get that house or that car, or. And then to add to that, we get caught up in what people think about what we have, what we don't have, what we do, what we don't do. And we get so focused on that, chasing that carrot, that we miss all the goodness of life, the scenery, the people, the laughter, the stuff that makes up life. I know I've thought, and I think many people think, once we chop enough wood, carry enough water, you can put down that axe and put down that bucket. If we chop enough wood, carry enough water, all will be right with the world. And all that labor and effort will be over. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having goals and with striving. And I believe that as human beings, well, spiritual beings in these human bodies, we're meant to grow. We can't help but grow. We're meant to expand. We're meant to explore. So my big lesson with enlightenment and chopping wood and carrying water starts with my mom. But like so many of my life lessons, Ruby is smack in the middle of those life lessons. And many of you watching had the experience of meeting Ruby. She was a mess. She was fun. She used to come to church with me for as long as she could. Many of you know that Ruby passed away last year. And in all of our journey, I learned so much. Ruby was a fun spirit. She was quick to laugh, quick to rile up, might cuss you out. She was always dramatic as a person. She loved people, especially children and men. People were just drawn to her because she was fun. She was an elementary school teacher, and I still run into her old students who talk about the impact Mama had on them. So in my mind's eye, Ruby will always remain and is this funky, mouthy, cream-colored, 20-something-year-old who wore her hair in the 60s flip. I was born in the 60s, and so most of my childhood in those early years, of course, it was in the 60s, and that was a thing. She wore sherbet-colored culottes, for those of you who knew what culottes were back in the day. Back in her early years, she smoked, and I thought Mama was everything, so I'd ask for those candied cigarettes so I could sit like Mama. She did quit, so that was a good thing. To me, she was bigger than life to little Tammy growing up, and I think she remained bigger than life to growing up Tammy now. So about 10 years or so ago, something was happening, and I couldn't put my finger on it. If you can imagine sitting in a room with a window and hearing somebody throw a tiny little pebble against the window, just every now and then, not regularly, just enough to make you think, did I hear something? You might even look at somebody in the room, did we hear something? No, we didn't hear anything. But then eventually a rock comes flying through the window and breaks the glass. Whoa. That was what Mama's Alzheimer's diagnosis felt like. A big rock coming through the window, smashing into our lives. Neurologists said that Mama's Alzheimer's was early stage, but it's very clear to me that she was going to need help, a lot of help, in living day to day. But me being me, I went to war. I said, I'm going to get hold of this thing. I'm going to wrestle it down to the ground. I'm going to fix this because I can do this. If I can do enough, I can hold it back. I'm the oldest of my siblings, and being the oldest, I'm all things that most oldest children are. I'm accused of being bossy. I take charge. I take responsibility for stuff that's not my business, and I want to fix everything. I want to fix everything. Meanwhile, Ruby knows that something is changing in her. She can feel herself losing her grip on her life as she knew it, which meant I was losing my grip on my life as I knew it. So she was white-knuckled gripping me, and I was white-knuckled gripping her. I felt like she was going over a cliff. And it was my job to pull her back. During this time, I made a lot of calls. I read a lot of books. I tried to keep up with her changing condition. I tried to take care of her. I didn't do a very good job of taking care of me. I felt like a juggler with the balls, and as soon as I could get my rhythm, somebody from the side would throw another ball in to my juggling act. I was focused on productivity. I was focused on getting the job done, if I could make enough lists, if I could pack things a certain way, if I could just get the right combination of things. I was chasing a carrot. I was chasing a carrot. And then I gained an insight. But actually, that sounds way too clean. It wasn't that clean. It was more like I was breaking down. It wasn't pretty or easy because I was trying to fix things that I could not fix. Wasn't meant for me to fix. I couldn't carry the weight in the way I was trying to carry the weight. The good things about breakdowns is they lead to breakthroughs. In realizing I couldn't do this alone, I turned to God. And somehow I came back to unity. And through my unity community, the love of the folks here, the teachings here, I was not alone, and I began to surrender my struggle, or at least start to surrender that struggle. I gave up worrying about how things looked. The only thing that mattered was that I was doing the right thing for Mama, and I was a helicopter daughter. Yes, I was everywhere, but that was my way, and it worked for her, and it worked for me. I let the image of the young Ruby in the culottes be. I surrendered. I found myself learning to surrender to the last moment so that I can live in the present moment. I stopped fighting the shadows I was fighting. I came to understand that Alzheimer's was here and was going to be here in our lives, and we could still have a good life. We could make the most of the life we had. Ruby and I didn't have to be diminished by Alzheimer's. And I learned that the sun will rise and set without my assistance. I think I sometimes forgot that. I learned that every day is a miracle. I learned to see a miracle in the ordinary. I learned to listen beyond words. Ruby and I laughed a lot. I still cried, usually in the car, but we laughed a lot. And even those cries were good. I learned how to give in to that, which is not something I was ever good at, but I learned to cry, and unity is helpful, and a lot of Kyle songs helped me with that. As Ruby slowly lost speech, I could still hear her. I learned to walk slower. I learned to take my time. I liked the way her skin felt and the way her hand felt in mine. I liked sitting with her, listening to music and dancing. As the disease progressed, we didn't stand and dance anymore. We chair danced. And when she couldn't chair dance as well, I would dance for her, holding her hand. I could feel the reverence in the everyday things. Doing her laundry, feeding her when she was unable to do that for herself, doing her hair, checking on her even if she was already asleep. There was no task too menial or mundane for me to do. My efforts became intentional. My efforts felt not so much like effort. Effort is too hard a word. I found magic in the ordinary. Now, at the beginning, I made a lot of calls, and on the other side of this understanding, I still made a lot of calls. I read a bunch of books. I tried to keep up with her changing condition. I tried to take care of her. I did learn how to take better care of myself. I did actually more stuff on the other side of this understanding, but my approach to life became different. Our lives became sweeter. My life became sweeter in many ways, softer, more authentic, lighter. I found the world didn't change. I did. I learned a lot in this journey. The lessons that I learned flow to all other areas of my life. I don't know whether anyone would call my growth, my chopping wood, carrying water before Ruby, chopping wood and carrying water after Ruby or after Enlightenment, but I would definitely claim a piece. I'm going to close with this quote. It's by a gentleman named Tom Barrett. He wrote this in his work, Interlude Retreat. When we are able to be in the moment, we no longer feel compelled to watch the clock. Whatever your work might be, bring all of yourself to it. When you are fully present, you may find that your labor is no longer a burden. Wood is chopped, water is carried, life happens. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you. We were doing a lot of there for a time. We were doing a lot of concerts and a lot of events, and church on Sunday, and yeah, your mom was awesome. She had a vibration about her that was just amazing. So, and I watched you with her the whole time, and you were amazing with her. So I appreciate you sharing with us some of that, or your experience with that transition, with that change. And let's move into a moment of prayer. We're grateful for Tammy. Thank you so much, Tammy. We are grateful for you, for what you do in our community. You're a piece of this puzzle. Very important piece. All the pieces are very important. But we acknowledge you today. We see you. We bless you. We hear you. We feel you. Just as we felt and enjoyed and saw and experienced you and your mother when you used to come with her. And in unity, we teach that God is everywhere, all the time. There is no opposing power. There's not like a good power and a bad power. There's just God. There's just God the good. It's all good. And as we move through this world and this lifetime, things change drastically. People go, people come. The bodies change, our bodies change. Everything changes, everything is moving forwards, evolving. And we know that and we see that, and today we breathe with that. We know there's no, like Rev Dale says, there's no spot where God is not. And that means it's just got to be okay. It's got to be okay. And as things change and evolve, we just have to know that it's all right. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to miss someone. It's okay to feel whatever we're feeling. Because we carry on. Before enlightenment, as you said, Tammy, we chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, we chop wood and we carry water, maybe a little bit more consciously, maybe a little bit more purposefully, maybe a little bit more knowingly. And with that, we're grateful. We're just grateful for it all. We're grateful. And we say, Amen. And I just so happen to have a song with that same title, so I have to play that one, you know. Gotta chop that wood, carry that water till the well runs dry. Chop that wood, carry that water till the well runs dry. Well, Mama told me to look for the good in everyone that you meet. Mama told me to say thanks to the Lord. You got 2 hands and you got 2 feet. You gotta chop that wood, carry that water till the well runs dry. Chop that wood, carry that water till the well runs dry. That's right. Mama told me to be careful what you do, 'cause everything you do is coming back to you. Mama told me if you want good friends, all you gotta do is be a good friend. You gotta chop that wood, carry that water till the well runs dry. Chop that wood, carry that water till the well runs dry. You gotta chop that wood, carry that water till the well runs dry. Chop that wood, carry that water till the well, till it runs dry. Well, we want to express our gratitude to everybody who watches on Sundays, who's watching the live stream. I know some of you watch it later on in the week. It's we keep them on the Facebook page, so you can watch it anytime you want. Oh, it's on YouTube too. So if you're not around on Sunday morning, you can see it whenever you want to watch it. But we're grateful that you watch our live stream, and we're grateful for your donations. It's been a tricky time, with the church, not being able to have everybody come in on Sundays. And so We appreciate your contributions to the church, your tithes to the church. We have some people that mail checks every month, and we have some people that go on the website and donate that way. And we're also set up now to where you can go on the website and you can actually set up an automatic monthly payment to the church, which is convenient, and it's also really nice for us, to kind of have an idea of what's going to be coming in, every month. So if you're watching, if you donate to the church, if you're watching this morning, I invite you to say our affirmation with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. I am thankful, so grateful in this moment right now. I am thankful, so grateful right here, right now. All right, we had a wonderful Easter service outside. We've had a couple of services outside recently, and I'll tell you, Easter Sunday, which is usually the case, we had a lot of people. We had a lot more people than we had before out there at the services. So thank you, everybody. I don't know what the dates are at this point, but I do know that Reverend Dale is planning on having some more services outside. And so stay tuned. Check with the website. We'll be back again next Sunday. Reverend Dale will be here next Sunday. Thank you, Tammy, for your wonderful message this morning. Thank you. And thanks for sharing your mom with us the way you did. I know you know we loved her. She was like our favorite part of the whole thing. She did. She was, we were, she was, everybody loved her, and, we had a really good time with her, just like that. Yeah. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace it was meant to be. With earth as our mother, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are,